Who wants to ask a question?
Or say something.
Say something, share something. A question. Yes? Something came. Yeah, come on. We're going to have someone bold here.
How old are you? I don't know yet.
Hey, how old are you?
27.
Everybody's answering?
Okay, so 27 and 25.
25.
28.
28.
31.
31 as well.
So until we have someone bold here from the audience, anything else that you would like to share with the audience that you feel you want to share with them?
Here, he wants to say.
Okay, I have a question.
Okay, I don't need a microphone. Can everyone hear me?
Yes.
Okay, so my question is, all of you, there's a similar trait and commonality between each of you in that you each at some point in your lives connected to who you were and what you want to do as your next step. Now, I believe that these sort of transformations come in cycles and that we'll all get lost again and find ourselves again. So I ask you if you could look ahead to the next time you lose yourself and are looking at your next context shift or looking at your next ability to find your own uniqueness but you're not sure what it is, how will you get through that period of your life when you wake up in the morning and you're not sure what's waiting for you?
That's a great question.
How are you what are you going to do that day?
That's a big question.
It's a big question, but that's the common theme, right? So how do you get through those days where you don't know, or those months that you don't know in your life?
I think that the one thing I would like is not to get to a point I'm really upset of where I am and then realizing. So kind of having this sense or ability to wake up before that. So maybe have good friends to kind of check you up, to kind of have the real questions to ask you. I think that's helpful.
I think motion is the word. You're always lost. Like even if today was a good day, tomorrow's a better day. You're talking about long volumes of time. Motion is the thing that works the best because you're doing trying and error. As long as you're doing something or trying to do something or succeeding or failing, you're probably going to get to that notion because I don't know, in my experience, I'm still kind of young, I just noticed that good things happen once you just keep trying and doing something. And at the end of the day, you know, you'll probably find something. It's probability and statistics.
It's funny because when you said it, so when you said about the day that we'll be lost again, so I was jealous. I'm like, I want to be in this place again. Yeah. It's such a fun place because you're in an ideation mode and everything's possible and you have no commitments. The commitment you have is your commitment to yourself, but you have no commitment. Everything's possible. You need to find your next thing. It's actually a beautiful ride. And after you find what you do, so it's also fun. It's another type of fun, but it's like years of doing something, fulfilling it. Like, I miss being lost. And I know it will happen again, but like I want it to happen before I have children.
Phil. Yeah, so I think like there's like a really high percentage of people who have manic depression syndrome in entrepreneurs. People who tend to have emotional roller coasters and have like amazing 3 days and then a terrible 2 day when they can't, you know. Like, I remember I had this phone conversation with my friend who's an entrepreneur, and he said to me, you know, it's crazy, like one day I feel like I'm the king of the world, everyone I know is going to be billionaires, we're all going to do everything we dream of, and then that same afternoon, I'm like, how am I going to pay my rent? Like, I don't even know what would take, you know, and that just happens all the time, and, well, I think the first thing that's really important is to make sure that at all times, always, every and each day, you're taking care of yourself. And you're not putting yourself on the line for what you're trying to achieve, because that's just going to change all the time. It doesn't really mean anything except for the lesson thing of the soul. And so it's, you got to take care of yourself. And I know I haven't taken care of myself for a good number of years, and that really sucked. But now I do, and it's really cool. So like when I don't know anything, I'm still okay. Because I'm just not knowing anything while I have a base. And I think that many times when we are trying to go towards something, we put everything on the line because we think that's the most important thing. But it's not. It's going to change. It's not going to matter probably in 10 years. Like, it's going to be a story from a long time ago.
In 10 days.
Yeah, that's time accelerating.
I want to give a slightly different take. I think that while it's important to take care for yourself, it's also good if you're looking for something new to explore new things. You can actively put yourself into a situation that you don't know really the rules of, that you don't really know if you're good at it, that you don't know what it really means, and just to live the situation. It might end up being something completely different than what it started being, but it's your new path, or it's your new calling, or it's your next week, you know? But I do think that that's kind of what I was trying to say as well. I thought about what I did, and it was just all about just going and doing new things constantly, and it's bound to happen. It's gonna happen like this, you know. So just that's what I'll do next time as well. I'll just think of something and go for it, you know.
So for me, as Ophir said, that sometimes you go through bad periods and you're lost and then you're fine. So I think I learned this year, especially this year, that you need to accept that, okay, when you have a bad day, you need to accept it. And it's fine, and just, it's going to be that day, and you have to reconnect with yourself. And tomorrow is going to be a next day, not fight it, because I was always fighting it. Okay, I'm having a bad day. Why am I like that? No one is like that. But I just, I learned to just accept that sometimes you have bad days, or you have days you question yourself, and it's fine. Woo!
I can share. Do we have another question here? Yes, great. Before we go, I just want to share in this about this question. I think every time we go, at least when I go through time like that, and I do, I take it as a feedback mechanism for my psyche, trying to tell me something. I'm not in the right place, that I need to relook, reconnect with things. And I really believe that the quality of the questions we ask determine the quality of our life. And that's also why I created a fundamental part of the Wow Talk format is questions. And you see also, as we go with the panel, some questions in the background from speakers. The quality of the questions I ask myself will determine the quality of my life. Question?
Yeah, I had a question for Nafis about elevation. Something that really interested me in what you said. You said that you're actually teaching some skills, some online skills, so that people can actually live out their passion and work in that sense and utilize that. But are you helping people to discover their passions? That's a big question. And if so, how are you doing it? I mean, is that part of the process?
So basically that's part of our manifesto. If you go to our website, we have a really cool manifesto that is talking about that, and that's all we stand for, that people should realize what they're passionate about and learn the tools and get to the opportunities that enable them to do so. And in every program, we're doing it in a different way. So I can tell, for example, in our community management program, the target audience of this program is people that are very much open to deep processes. So we really went through a process with them of exploration, and I can share with you practices and also tell you more about our programs. But we also have an online marketing program, Growth Hack, with people that are becoming growth hackers, and that's people that are very analytical and very practical. And you're not going to talk with these people about their mission in life, because then they're going to walk away. But what you can do is provide them a supportive environment for them to ask the right questions, and make sure you give them all the tools you give for them to fulfill their mission. So everyone in our programs are coming with an existing project. Either it's their company or a company and their job, a project within their job. And if they don't have, if they're between jobs, we give them a project. We give them an internship or something, because we believe that if you want to learn something, you need to do it. Otherwise, you can watch TED, right? You can watch just lectures and from home. So everything is hands-on, so people are experiencing the process of actually doing something with a supportive community and experts and mentors that are helping them. And in this process, it's also holistic, because it's also something that empowers you. But we're doing it in different ways with different target audiences. So we had an entrepreneurship course for women only. So it was in the desert, no cell phones, doing lean canvases, really cool. We're doing it again in March. And in every target audience, we're adapting the right program for them. But that's what we're standing for, and we're finding creative ways of putting it in different forms.
Yes, questions?
Statements?
Statements? Okay, so anyone here wants to say something for finale? Okay.
I have a good idea.
Yes.
It's a really short thing. Yeah. Doesn't matter who you vote for, vote. Really, there's an election soon. Vote for someone. Whoever. Okay? It's just a good idea.
Great point.
We have a democracy. It's really cool.
So we are really about to close tonight in 2 minutes. Not before we say a few thank yous and a little story. The picture you see right now over there on the wall, it's a picture with a question from one of the Wow Talk speakers from an event we did in New York City. Can we have this back? Danny, can we have the picture back? Please. So, it's a really, really amazing story. He's a good friend of mine, Peter Rupert. He's a photographer, and he designed an amazing set in a festival called Burning Man in Nevada desert. He designed and prepared for the set for 2 months with a team of another 12 people, models and designers, and really put 2 months of work into designing this set, where they took place early morning with sunrise at Burning Man. Now, as they organizing the set, 2 months work, they just putting it together, the sun is about to rise, all the models are ready, everything is ready. All the equipment, thousands and thousands of dollars of equipment, there is ready. They put candles, part of the set was candles. Now there was a wind coming, and the wind was blowing some of the textile into the candles, and the whole set is starting to burn. It's windy, it's burning.
It's Burning Man.
And it's really devastating for everybody. At this point, Peter is holding everyone and say, stop, don't be hysterical, just let's keep working. He posed the model and he said, you just stand here. Everybody get away from the fire, you come here, you stay here, and they do the shoot. He do the shoot. This is his best image so far in all his lifetime. He couldn't plan it better. So the question he asked, how can you turn your disasters into opportunities? A massive disaster, can you imagine? A massive disaster, just everything is blowing away. People are hysterical. He just, in a moment of inspiration, he turned it into his greatest opportunity, and this image is actually part of an accident, believe it or not. It's an image. And that's a question I want to leave you with. How can you turn your disasters into opportunities? Thank you for all the team who were working here, Maya and Limor, and I think all my family is here helping, and Mindspace and the speakers, thank you. I wish you a good week and a good weekend, and stay safe in the storm and stay warm.